Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Great Impact Partners channel. Joining us, as always, Jesse Douglas. Welcome, sir.
Welcome. Thank you, Kyle. Great to see you again.
Always a pleasure to have you back on. So today I want to kind of focus about looking kind of outside to inside the company, starting with some broader focus questions. After kind of going through your investor presentation page, you guys say that you're kind of focused on a 4-pillar strategy revolving around water and industrial, energy production with RNG, biofuels, hydrogen. I think there's a couple others in there as well. You guys are also dealing with retail distribution and technology and land. Now, kind of encapsulating those 4 pillars, what can you tell us about where the most growth is coming for you guys right now and kind of what you're doing within those different realms?
Yeah, that's a great question. We've maintained steadfast to that focus for sure, and those 4 pillars are important to us. We're narrowing the focus a little bit right now to truly net negative and net zero carbon intensity energy production projects. So really, the majority of that investment and the majority of our growth is going to come from RNG based energy production right now. And the reason for that is right now we believe we've already created over $1 billion in equity value that we could realize over the next year directly into the stock in cash if we wanted to. We've had inbound calls on kind of the value of our projects and offers on them. So we could exit some of these projects that we've got already. We don't intend to, but we could. So we know that equity value is there, and we think that not only can we add an absolute immense amount of shareholder value by continuing to develop our multi-billion-dollar project portfolio that way, but we can make a massive impact on the environment. So that's where the majority of the focus is going. And you mentioned the deck. We should have a new deck out here and posted on the website within a few days. And I think it'll be pretty clear to people kind of how we intend to kind of focus here and the future equity value that we're generating in the company.
That's great to hear. Now, kind of pivoting a little bit more into this, because you guys are really focused on this kind of net zero carbon, kind of really leading into that on the energy side of your business. I find it pretty intriguing. But as I further kind of scroll through the deck, which I'm very excited to see some of the updates on your financial guidance, I mean, you guys are anticipating some incredible revenue growth from this sector of the market. And I don't think it should be shed too lightly, because you guys are expecting kind of heading into 2024 as high as 40% revenue growth. Can you touch a little bit on that? Is that largely coming from the RNG side? And what's your anticipation there for guidance?
Yeah, the majority of it is coming through the RNG side without officially giving guidance, because we are at our size and where we're at, we're not doing that. But we actually feel like we focus more on the cash flow side of things, and we do believe that we can exit 2025 with greater than 200 million in cash flow right now. We think that's an achievable and far exceedable goal for us. And the nice thing for us is that we don't believe we need a dollar of cash to raise in the market to get there.
I think that's what investors love to hear the most. So you guys are you're pretty well off with your cash position sustaining where you're at. You're not going to do dilution or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, we feel like unfortunately we don't have a big enough retail base in our stock right now, so we'll do what we need to do to make sure that stock does become available to people. But we don't need any cash to do that, right? We can sell minority equity positions in a few of our projects, which will, in a minimal way, dilute our ownership in those projects, still leave us controlling them, executing them, and driving that cash flow for the future. And we can easily raise a few $100 million through that almost overnight, definitely within the next few months if we wanted to. So we don't need cash to execute our plan, and we've got billions of dollars that we can spend here that will generate billions more in equity value for everyone.
I'm hearing nothing but good. So coming into what you're talking about with the share structure, can we talk a little bit about capital structure? Like, what's the conviction behind like the insider ownership versus say the retail and institution?
Well, yeah, I mean, we've got nearing 35% insider ownership. One of our board members just recently bought another $100,000. I know that I plan to be buying in the market soon. I'm locked up right now and do feel, though, that there's a ton of value in this right now. And we as a management team certainly have great visibility to the value that's there. We believe it's a multiple gain on what it's trading at today. So management teams will tell you that all the time, but I think we will be showing it with our ownership positions continuing to grow. So it's about 35% insider ownership between management and board. There's about 60%, I think, of the stock, maybe 55 is institutions, and then a very small retail holding. So we certainly think we'd like to expand that retail holding and make sure that the general public can get an ownership stake in what we're doing here.
Well, hopefully investors are paying attention and listening, and we'll kind of gobble up some more of the retail base there, because everything you're saying sounds absolutely wonderful. So on that note, Jesse, I appreciate your time today.
Thank you very much, Kyle. It was great to talk to you.
And if you guys ever have any questions, let us know what you think in the comment section below, and we can bring them right up to Jesse so you guys can talk directly as well. So stay cool, stay awesome, and we'll catch you in the next one.